Nerdy Dan here with another prediction video, this time with my 2023 SummerSlam predictions. Remember to like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more wrestling, pop culture, and gaming content. But first, if you want jitterless energy with none of the sugar, try W Energy drinks. Made with coffee fruit extract, these great tasting drinks are cheaper than what you get in the store, and if you go to nerdydan.com and click the W image, you can save 10% off your order, or just use code NERDYDAN at checkout because I am a W partner. And now back to my predictions. SummerSlam Battle Royal. Battle Royals are clearly difficult to predict, but I've been really good at picking the winners sometimes. I picked Cody and Mommy. I picked Rhonda and Lesnar when neither were announced as participants. And at the New Orleans Mania, I picked Matt Hardy to win. So who will win this one? I think it has to be L.A. Knight. Yeah. Or else the fans might riot. Rhonda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler with MMA rules. The winner of this match, I think, really depends on one thing. Is Rhonda Rousey going to get back into the main event picture? Or is Rhonda Rousey just there to help push Shayna Baszler into the main event picture and then go home and take a break? If Rousey is going to take a break, then Baszler wins. If Rousey's hanging around for a while, then Rousey wins. My gut reaction is that Rousey will take a break to be with family, and as such, Baszler will win. However, if Rousey does win, expect a singles title run for Rousey in the near future. The Intercontinental Championship match between Gunther and Drew McIntyre. To me, this is the hardest match to predict. I cannot see them bringing Drew McIntyre back for all of this just to have him drop a match at one of the big four premium live events. I try not to see what the other prognosticators have to say with their predictions before making mine. However, the algorithms have shown me a few, and some people have posited that they might want Gunther to hold on to the IC title for a bit longer so he can be the longest reigning IC champion of all time. If that's the case, with all the work he's put in to get into the shape that he's in, and with how over he is with the fans as a heel, he definitely deserves it. However, as you may have noticed, the WWE has been doing some creative retconning of how they label their records. Gunther is already the longest reigning IC champion in recent history. Roman Reigns is the longest reigning WWE champion of the modern era, so they're taking a lot of liberties when it comes to championship duration descriptions. And as such, they may very well be happy with Gunther's accomplishment at this point and may allow McIntyre to win the title. So that's, as such, I'm going to predict that Drew McIntyre wins the title. Ricochet versus Logan Paul. I really think that Logan Paul is going to win this match. I thought he was going to win Money in the Bank. He has been on a little bit of a losing streak, which is fine. He has a job to do just like everybody else. But I think that this match between Ricochet and Paul may very well be the match of the night, even if it has to open the event because he has to go down to Texas, apparently. The WWE Women's Championship. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca BelAir. To me, if Charlotte Flair isn't a champion and she is in a singles championship match, I am always going to pick Charlotte Flair to win. Why? Because I'm still operating under the theory that she is going to be the one that the WWE picks to break their 16-time world champion record. And I think it's going to happen at WrestleMania, and in order for her to do that, she needs to get some wins to get there, to pick up a couple more title wins. So I'm picking Charlotte Flair to win the title. The Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Did I say that the Intercontinental match was the hardest to pick? I still stand by that, but this comes in a very close second. There are many endings that make sense according to the storyline. Balor could win the title after a hard-fought match, and Priest, or the entire Judgment Day, could turn on him and have Priest cash in and take the title from him. Rollins could retain, and Priest, with the help from the Judgment Day, could then cash in and have him take the title to make sure it's in the hands of the Judgment Day. Priest could cash in like Rollins did at Mania and make it a triple threat, this way making it a no DQ match, having him turn on Balor to win the title. Priest could cash in right at the start of the match, and with the mic in hand, when Balor asks, "What the hell are you doing?" Priest would say that by doing this, it makes it a no disqualification triple threat match, and that all of the Judgment Day can now gang up on Rollins and all of it will be legal, and this would allow Priest to show Balor that he is loyal to both Priest and the Judgment Day, and that he is making this ultimate sacrifice, giving up his opportunity to win the title to make sure the Judgment Day has a title, make sure Balor has a title. This would make the Judgment Day stronger than ever. This would make any rift between Priest and Balor healed, and it would give the title to Balor. Now, if I was a WWE writer, that is the way that I would book the match. However, I am not a WWE writer, and as such, with how the storyline is going, I believe that Rollins will retain the title. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar. It's the rubber match, and Cody Rhodes is trying to finish the story. So how do you finish the story if he loses? I think the story finishes with him winning one of the world titles. Lesnar can't destroy him or simply defeat him in the rubber match, so Rhodes has to win. Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in tribal combat. Does it make sense to have Jey Uso become the tribal chief and become the Universal Champion? Probably not. Does it make sense to have Roman Reigns destroy Jey Uso with the help of Solo and put both Usos on the shelf for a while, keeping the Usos, who are now over with the fans and now faces, off TV? Probably not. Does it make sense to have a non-finish at the end of a big premium live event, especially after the Hell in a Cell debacle between Seth Rollins and The Fiend? Probably not. Normally, I don't like to base my predictions off of a purely gut feeling or a wild guess. Even when I predicted Rousey to win the Royal Rumble, it was based off of an idea that she had not been on WWE TV for a while, and it was time for her to return, and what better time for her to do it than as a surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble. So this may very well be my most wild prediction that I've ever made in the history of my predictions. So here it is. Whatever happens in the match, I think that we may have some sort of non-finish that leaves the tribal chief question up in the air. Maybe something like Solo seeing Roman Reigns utterly destroying his brother, and then him turning on Roman like Darth Vader turned on Palpatine at the end of Return of the Jedi, or like Sami Uso turning on Roman with Kevin Owens. And in the chaos, Damian Priest cashes in and wins the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. Or maybe Priest just interferes with the match overall, inserting himself into it and winning the championship. Or maybe Jey Uso ultimately ends up winning the match and becomes the tribal chief, but doesn't leave as the Universal Champion, Undisputed Heavyweight Champion, because Priest then comes in and takes the title off of him. But if the first thing happened and Damian Priest came in and made it a triple threat and then won the match with his briefcase, who would then become the tribal chief? I think that's an interesting question that might have to be dealt with on another episode. So what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and always remember to think outside the ring.